Radio Leeds, it's 17 and a half minutes to 10 on a Monday morning. Got a cracking throwback from 11 this morning as well. 2 classic years, 1 throwback hour. All you got to do is work out which years they are. It's the golden hour with a different name. That's all it is. But yeah, you get a shout on radio. So there's nothing better than a shout out, is there? So do that after 11 as well. Loads of stuff after 10. But first, I'm joined now by a fashion designer who got, for her 40th birthday, a sewing machine, which gave her an idea. SJ Adams, good morning.
Good morning.
Are you doing? You okay?
Yeah, I'm great. Thanks. I'm really excited.
Thing is, right, I love it. I had a lovely lady on who was an author last week on the show, and she walked in like a ray of sunshine. And you've done exactly the same. I like a big ray of sunshine. But she's brought her other half in,
yes,
right?
I have.
And she's banned it. Well, she banned him from the studio, right?
But that's because he'll make me laugh.
So he was stood outside the studio, and I'm like, come in. And she's going, no, he'll put me off. So I said, she let him in the studio, and she's put him in the corner.
And I'm not looking at him purposely. I'm not looking at him.
Morris, are you all right over there?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you.
She's stuck him in the corner. Why? Do you think he'll put you off?
He will. He'll make me laugh, and he'll just look at me ever so strangely. So that's why I'm looking directly at you, and I'm ignoring him.
It looks like you guys have got a wicked relationship. And you got her. In fact, I need to bring him in. Do you know what? You'll have to gather around the microphone that she's on.
If you think I'm loud, you need to speak to
So why did you get her a sewing machine for her 40th birthday?
Well, she's always had a passion for sewing. When we got married many years ago, she made all the bridesmaids' dresses. So she's always had a passion for sewing, and I thought it'd be something nice to do for her 40th, try to reignite that passion so much she wants to do.
And look what you've done. You've taken on this amazing journey.
Yeah. It's fantastic. She deserves it. She's worked really hard, and yeah, I'm really happy to see her happy.
So SJ, tell us a story. You get a sewing machine for your 40th birthday, and then all of a sudden an idea springs to mind. Tell us about the idea.
Well, yeah, so I got this sewing machine for my 40th birthday. I had a little bit of a difficult period before that, so one of the reasons why he thought he'd ignite my passion in sewing again was just to kind of see that spark in me again. So I honestly can't remember the reason why I started to create these things, but I did. And there were these quirky little pieces that you put around your neck. I'm not going to call them scarves because they're a lot more than scarves. Scarves make them sound ordinary. I create sort of structures that you put around your neck, basically, and it kind of enhances your whole outfit.
I've seen them on social media, and I've seen it because you tagged me in something last night, and I was looking down, I was looking at all the amazing scarves that
Thank you.
Urbanized Neckwear, which you call them. So this cool. What a cool name.
Yeah, well, it's about making my items contemporary, so I use a lot of zips and clasps and various different things that you wouldn't ordinarily find on the fabrics that I use. And it's about sort of modernising and bringing into, sort of like almost like streetwear, if you like, on sort of contemporary fabrics and things like that. So, yeah, it's a very, very novel idea, very novel, but it seems to be working. When I started my business a few years ago, it was just my hobby, as I said, and I started posting these things on social media, and everybody was like, oh, these are brilliant, these are fantastic. So I started to make a few more. And then a friend of mine was doing a local fashion show. So I thought, right, I'm going to push myself, and I'm going to put myself forward as a designer, because I would have never, ever called myself a designer before. And I took £60 of my money and made a 20-piece collection for this fashion show, and it went absolutely amazing. And after that, I thought, well, what am I going to do now? So I opened a shop on a marketplace shop online, and then I opened another one in France. I couldn't speak a word of French, so I used Google Translate to do everything. And then I opened another one in America, and it just kind of went like that. I just started selling pieces all around the world, and it was like, you're having a laugh.
And then you get love from will.i.am and Jessica Hudson.
Well, yeah, that was a very, very sort of strange sequence of events. I can't even explain to you how strange it was, but I eventually managed, a friend of mine kind of got some tickets to go to the auditions in Manchester.
So this is for The Voice?
For The Voice,
right.
Yeah. So the idea was that I wanted to be in the audience and meet Will so I could give him one of my creations. And it was the most bizarre thing because we got the best seats in the house to meet Will. And I have a big... yes, I like to be noticed, put it this way. So I made sure Will noticed me and he actually called me down onto the stage and I presented him with this neckwear and Jennifer as well. And Will is an absolutely amazing guy, amazing. He was just so warm and just genuinely just fantastic. So I got to present my neckwear to him, which was fantastic. Even got it round his neck, gave him a kiss, a hug, everything. It was amazing. I went down these stairs like it was Price is Right. It was fabulous. It was brilliant. Honestly.
SJ Adams, come on down.
It literally was.
So what were you wearing to get noticed?
Well, I was wearing a bright piece of neckwear, a bright piece. And you know what Will's like? Will likes to go whoop, whoop and all of that. So myself and my husband, we were in the audience and we were making sure we were making all these noises that we knew it'd sort of like, react. And when he invited me down, it was just absolutely amazing because the audience willed me to get on there, literally, because I was telling them all when we were waiting in this holding room what I wanted to do. And they were like, you need to get on that stage, you need to get on that stage. So when I managed to get on, they were all so pleased. And then after that, it was more about me sort of creating almost like a plan to get his attention properly so that he would want to be involved in what I do, Urbanized Neckwear, what I do. So I hatched a plan, and together with a wonderful, wonderful fabric designer called Ros Johnson, we created a piece that was... it's just bound to catch Will's eye. And what was fabulous was I managed to get on board the UK official will.i.am lookalike. He's called Lewis Boateng. And he was on The Voice as well. And he said, yes, he's going to help me to, sort of make this thing big.
That is
honestly,
a genius
you can't make this story up.
You can't. That is a genius idea. So you pull in a will.i.am lookalike.
Yeah, I pulled in a will.i.am lookalike, which was great. Which was great. And then what was really good about it is we did this photo shoot and everything. And I've posted all these pictures, tagged Will, tagged his designer, tagged the manager of Black Eyed Peas, and I'm so hopeful that they're going to pull up on it. I am. My plan is just... It's going to plan at the moment. And I'm on here as well.
And this, so, exactly.
Yeah, so fingers crossed. But... what the great thing about it is, and I know I'm kind of saying all of this about me, but the reason why I'm on here is about sort of empowering other women, because I was asked to speak on as part of a conference which is called the Empower Yourself Women's Conference.
Yeah, it's taking place on Saturday, 16th of March, isn't it, at Cummins Turbo Technologies on St Andrews Road in Huddersfield.
Yes, it
Got
is.
The details
yeah,
here.
Yeah.
And you've got to be there. I think it starts about 1:30, doesn't it? And it's a free event, but you've got to book.
That's right, you've got to book, yeah. The two fabulous ladies who run the business, they're called Sophie Simpson and Serena Johnson. So they're fabulous ladies, and they're hosting the event for women who just want to ignite a passion and if you like, achieve their full potential, which hopefully somebody like me can inspire them to do. So
absolutely. There's a thing called Girl Tribe Gang as well, which is in Yorkshire. Well, it's kind of spreading all over the UK and the world as well. And it's all about empowering women, and we should be able to achieve anything we want to achieve.
Absolutely. I mean, this whole thing, this whole plan that I've got, I'm kind of hatching it out of nothing, really. And if I pull it off, it will be girl power to the max.
Too right.
If I can pull off attracting the biggest superstar on the planet, little old me from Huddersfield, it'll be amazing.
The thing is, because you work for Kirklees Council, don't you, in youth consultation?
I work for Kirklees Council, yeah. I work in a very sort of corporate office, and it's like a call centre, and you wouldn't ever believe I've got this double life where I'm chasing will.i.am. It's like living a double life.
Oh, SJ, you are amazing. Will you please come on show more? Will you just please In fact, you know, when you come and work on the show, you're a ray of sunshine. You remind me a lot of my friend Jojo, who I used to radio show with every single day as well. You're just a ray of sunshine that comes in. So if people want to get these scarves and people want to see more,
yes,
how do they find out about Urbanized Neckwear?
Well, Urbanized Neckwear, it's Urbanized with a Z. Urbanizedneckwear.com is my website, and I'm on social media as well. I am on Instagram as Urbanized Neckwear, Twitter as Urbanized NW, and please follow me. I've got a rubbish number of followers on Instagram at the moment, so I need to boost my numbers up. Please follow me, please. And if you're on Twitter as well, please retweet when you see me sort of tagging Will. Please retweet it.
Yeah, get this movement going.
It's going to be like this major thing.
And I can see the scarves that you and Maurice have got on today, because Maurice has got, they're like a pair of jeans, but they're a scarf around your neck, so a pair of Guess jeans. And have you manipulated those jeans? Are they just a normal pair of jeans that you've manipulated?
Yeah, so they're like a vintage pair of jeans that I've kind of taken.
He's turning from side to side, he's modelling.
They're a vintage pair of jeans, and I've literally used the leg of the jeans to create a piece of neckwear. So I use very unusual fabrics. I use a lot of African fabrics because they're brilliantly architectural. You know, they're quite stiff. So I use quite a lot of African prints, but I also use traditional prints as well, like pinstripes and checks, Prince of Wales. But what's really bizarre about it is I'll use clasps and I'll use zips on them, unexpected things.
Yeah, well, I can see on your scarf now you've got lots of like buttons and zips and stuff like that.
And what's really interesting about this one, I've got one for you, by the way.
Oh gosh, really?
Yes, my husband reminded me. I've got one for you, and I need you to wear it. Just because I know you'll look fabulous in it.
Of course I wear it.
So, and take a picture, please, as
and
well.
stick it on. I will stick it on. I'll tweet it. I'll retweet it.
Get my numbers and followers up on my Instagram. Sorry, I've got to say that. So this particular piece that I've got is very similar to the style that I've done for will.i.am, actually, and you can wear it in lots of different ways, because that's one of the beautiful things about what I do is the versatility of my styles as well. So one piece can be worn in lots of different ways.
And we talk about sustainable fashion these days, and the fact that lots of people, we can buy something on the high street and just throw it away a season later.
Yeah.
Do you reuse stuff?
I do. Well, when I first started my business, the actual pieces that I made, one of them was made out of a sleeve of an old coat that I had. So I do a lot of that. And as you can see, like the denim ones that I make, they're all upcycled denim. It's not new denim, it's all vintage denim. I use designer names and things, and I cut them up, and it's just a really quirky way of seeing something in a way that you don't ordinarily see it.
Yeah.
And that's my kind of style. I like things to stand out. Everything I do is about people standing out. So my designs, if you're not a standout person, then, hey, but if you like to be the centre of attention and people to look at you and see you, then my pieces are definitely ones to watch.
This all started with a sewing machine.
Exactly. All started with a sewing. Can you imagine that?
Amazing.
40 years old, starting a business at 40, and hopefully hooking in will.i.am.
Yeah, but it shows you that anything's possible, doesn't it?
Definitely, yeah. Because honestly, if I can pull this off with, sort of the life that I have as well, I'm a wife, I'm a mum of 2 children. My eldest son, he has Asperger's, and that was another big reason why I started this business as well, because sometimes, instead of getting sucked into your life, sometimes you've got to use negative experiences for a positive outcome. And that's exactly what I'm doing here. I'm wanting to kind of take a difficult situation that I've had and have, and turn it around and make it into something amazing. So other people, other women, other people can see, honestly, literally, if I can do it, if I can pull this off, anyone can. Anyone can.
SJ Adams, it's been ace. Will you please, and I say this a lot to people because I want people to come out, I want people to return to the show. I just don't want people to come in once. Yeah. I want people on a lot. Please come back in again.
I am. When I hook will.i.am in, I'm going to come back. Definitely. Thank you so much for having me. I've had a blast.
I remember when I